Welcome to the shop, guys. I'm here with my really good friend, Martin Metzger. He brought this in, and this time you are saying that you want a little bit of an action adjustment. So I figure that this is a great time where, you know, I could sit here and play the guitar and tell you like what it feels like before and after. But, you know, that said, even though I built the guitar, I don't know the guitar the way that he knows the guitar. So we're basically going to go through the whole setup process on how to get your guitar feeling really good without having to, you know, go crazy. And this is actually something that you can do at home with a few simple tools like a fret file, a ruler, and, well, lots and lots of sandpaper. I'll use moving sandpaper, but if you don't have it, you don't need it. So let's get started. I want you to play the guitar real quick.
Okay.
So that way we can get a baseline of what it feels like and what it sounds like.
Excellent. So it plays pretty well, to be honest. Not terribly too high, but
My job's done.
it's close. You know, it's close. I want to get a little bit more.
A little bit more snap, crackle, pop.
A little bit.
Keeping it clean.
Exactly, without losing this B string, because this B string tends to go. And it's yeah, it's just a little. I guess maybe it has a little bit of a stiff feel to me sometimes compared to my other guitar, but it is a different beast. But it sounds great, of course.
So normally at this point in time, I ask what kind of strings they use, but with this, I can see what kind of strings they're using. They're nylon. Specifically, these knoblock flamencos, which I really like. These you introduced me to them, and then my buddy Eddie with knoblock, he's hooked me up with a few sets that I absolutely love. At least we're dealing with a known quantity with these strings. If you have a set of strings that you like, stick with that because they work. So what we're gonna do is, now that I've gotten a baseline of you playing it and you know how you feel with them on, I want to maybe take the action down just a smidge. Not gonna go crazy with it, but I think what we're gonna do is take it a little bit off of the saddle, and because I like the curvature of the top of the saddle because it matches the curvature of the fingerboard, I'm gonna work from the underside, and then after that I'm gonna take a wee bit off of the nut. Let's start off by, first things first, oiling up the tuning machines, which of course the one time I clean off my bench, I actually put my oil away, so I have to go get that. Give me a second.
Cool.
All right. Shut up, internet. This is for you because I've realized that there's been so many times where I wanna film something and I can't quite get the right angle. So, this way, I think I should be able to show you what I'm doing here and what I'm doing here so you can see my hand motions. But first things first, a little bit of oil, and I like to go with one drop here because these are really great machines. And then it actually looks like we can go with one drop here and there on both sides. It'll increase the lifespan by about 50 years. So we're looking to reduce the saddle height by about a half a millimeter. The overall saddle height will go down a half a millimeter, which will drop the string height by about a quarter of a millimeter, because whatever we do here is offset by half here. Basically, because this is a fixed anchor point, and we deal with that whole Pythagoras thing, bringing back various other traumas from childhood, mainly math class. Whatever we do here happens half as much here because the 12th fret is the midpoint. So that is exactly average for that. We're going to come in with the sander and we're going to leave this, although I want to polish this top side because we might be getting a little bit of that stiction here, but we're going to take it from the underside. Well, this is where I say it's going to smell like a dentist, and it's going to be really noisy, and I'm going to suggest that everybody get ears on.
Okay.
I'm going to use my brand new, to me, Decibel Defense ear protection. These guys, good friends of mine now. Tremendous stuff. I don't work in the shop without it. That 3M stuff, it's good, but nothing like Decibel Defense. So go ahead and check them out. Link in the description. I get nothing from it other than I want more people to use a great product.
And by the way, how much should you oil these per year? And what kind of oil? Just like...
Yeah, so I'm using just the standard 3-in-1 oil.
Okay.
You know, this is the stuff that I think all of our grandfathers have sitting in the garage. They bought it once and it was the best investment that they ever made. Maybe once a year.
Okay,
Twice
cool.
a year, maybe. One drop.
Okay.
I tend to go heavy with the drops because I don't know when the next time somebody's going to bring it for me or bring it to me for oiling.
Right,
So
got it. Cool.
I'm on the preventative side. How does it feel just with that adjustment? Because it was a very, very light adjustment.
So it's like it's getting better.
You can, I mean, I don't know, it's not perfectly in tune, but it's like, I could definitely feel it's less.
It feels like you're smoother on it,
Yes.
and that you're fighting it less.
Yeah.
And I think that at this point, the last thing to do, because I think we're a lot closer than we think that we are close to being, I want to adjust the nut, because I feel like this right here is a little bit off from being perfectly comfortable. Like first string I feel like is pretty good. Second string, it feels a little bit on the high side. Do you feel that as a player, where your first string or your second and third string at the first fret are a little stiffer?
I'd have to play it with that in mind to see what I think.
Okay.
But
And what I generally do is, and then go off of that feel, and you can try that out.
certainly,
So you can feel that that first string is a little bit easier.
yeah. You got to work a little hard on those two. And then the bass are either, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that at this point in time, all I have to do is rub on this a little bit with this. And we'll start with, I want just a wee bit off of the first string. I don't even have to take the string tension off. I like doing this all at tension. I think that made a huge difference already. And so by doing this at tension, I can adjust for whatever curvature and movement in the neck. So when you're doing this at home, do it at tension. The strings are stretchy enough. I know I say don't stretch it, but that's why we haven't changed the strings yet. And by the way, check out his stuff. He does great music. He plays with some of the best. Sign up for a studio. Your studio is awesome. Your students are awesome. I see videos of them. They're great.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I play with some amazing musicians, flamenco in town, jazz, Brazilian jazz, Afro-Cuban jazz. We book about 100 musicians in town, and they're all top-notch people, top-notch players, just like Marshall. And then I teach kids as early as 3.5 years old to retired people, and I have teachers that go to people's homes, and I teach out of my loft space in Evanston. So doing that a long time.
So I'm just going a little bit here, adjusting each one. I'm not taking a whole lot off. And I know I always say never blow the dust away. But I do it anyways because, you know, why not? One of the things I will say is that I'm using a steel string nut file here. But only the fourth string, because on a classical guitar, all the strings are close enough in diameter that I don't need to go crazy like I'm trying to fit every single string. Not like when I'm doing a steel string and I have to use the specific ones. Let's start with this and give that a little touch-see.
Cool.
Okay. So much easier. it's so much. It's like. I'm not fighting.
It feels so much easier, man.
All right, well, there we go. That is how you too can adjust your nuts and saddles at home. Comment down below of your favorite method of setting up your guitar. I like to work from the saddle to the nut. Some prefer to work from the nut to over there. Anyways, I want to polish up the fingerboard now before we do the strings.
Cool.
Okay, a lot of people say steel wool and mineral oil. I don't like that. I'm dealing with another guitar where the steel wool has rusted on the inside because steel rusts, weirdly enough, and the mineral oil is causing glue to beat up and run off the fingerboard like it's a ceramic coated car. So don't do that. I don't like that. But I'll show you how I do this. Bye-bye, strings. Be sure to take down the tension before you just kind of jam them off like that. You don't want to have too big of a shock on the system. That said, if you're doing it one at a time, it's easier on the guitar. I've done videos about how to change strings easily and quickly. And we'll put that up here in the top right corner. And my cameraman's sitting here looking at me, knowing full well that I pointed to the wrong side. We can see the goop all in here and the wear. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it over to the scariest machine in the world. This is Ruby Rouge, which is actual rubies impregnated in carnauba wax. Careful, this can shoot out of your hands. This is spinning about 1800 RPM. So we're going to gently hold this up. And look at that difference already. Although you keep your fingerboard pretty clean, but I'm just wiping the excess buffing compound off. But you can truly see how shiny this fingerboard is.
Now, should I be doing anything? Because I really don't do anything to it except wash my hands before I play.
No, that's
it.
a perfect thing. Just wash your hands and a little bit of water. Water helps, like for the rest of the guitar. Don't worry about this too terribly much. Wipe it down occasionally. That's about it. Let's get some strings onto here. So now is the kind of hard part where you have to, I don't know if you can see this. You have to line it up by size. So this is the small one. Start with the small one.
That does work. You taught me that last time. So I always do that at home.
If you look straight down the barrel at these, you can see which is the small one and which is the big one. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Snug up to here. Around 1, 2 times. And I could use the drill for this, but I like to just bring it up like this until it latches over. And then and no, you're not going to mess up the guitar taking it down and up that quickly. You don't have to wait for it to acclimate. It's already acclimated. The only thing that I'm not a big fan about these knob blocks are the loop at the hand.
Yeah.
I normally end up just cutting it off.
Yes.
Because otherwise it doesn't fit.
And does it matter which side that loop goes to?
No, not at all.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
No, they do that in lieu of the soft end.
Does it have any functionality?
Yeah, that's how they mount it to the machine.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
I can't totally tell it's a little tune and I'm playing like this, but I'm still getting a lot of tone, but it's way easier to play.
And we only took off moderate dust, barely
Right.
anything at all. You know, as we always say, music is hard. You shouldn't have to fight the instrument, and you're not fighting the instrument anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm excited to play it.
So, big thanks to Martin. Go check out his stuff. He's a fabulous player. It doesn't post nearly enough, and I tell him this every time I see it.
It is true.
And go check out his school if you want lessons. Great guy. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.